One question that we do get is, what are the rate reports and what can they tell me? So far in Roomkey, let me just pull up our test database here. When you're looking at the rate wizard and you click the next button, sometimes we get questions about the rate reports button that appears over to the right-hand side. Now, when you click Print Rate Reports, you'll have a little pop-up here that gives you options to print different types of rate reports. Another way that you may encounter this rate reports pop-up is from the reports menu directly. So if you're not seeing, so instead of viewing that pop-up from the rate plan itself or here in the rate wizard, if you go to the reports menu, we also have the rate reports accessible from this reports drop-down menu in Roomkey. Now, these rate reports are different variations that let you know how your rate plans are built. And if you are connected with any GDS connectivity partners, you may also see this GDS rate linkings report as well. So let's take a look at a couple of these. One of the first ones that I do like to recommend is if you're working with any tiered rates, you want to take a look at your rate template tiering report. When I click print, this is going to give me a preview of this report. And this report will tell you how your rates are tiering and what they are dependent upon. So in this example, the best available rate is tier level 1. It is a master rate. As we saw earlier, it is built as an independent rate. It is not tiered. But we do have different rates that are tiered off of it, and these are all listed alphabetically below. For each one of these tiered rates, you'll see that it's a higher tier level, so tier level 2, and it will also tell you how it is calculated. So in this example of the AAA rate, it is tiered off of the best available rate at a percentage of 10 less, meaning that it is 10% less than the best available rate. It will also let you know if those rates are adhering to any restrictions as well. So is it tiered, is the close to arrival also tiered off of the best available rate? In this case, yes, yes, and yes for all of the rate restrictions. So depending on how many rates you have set up as tiered, that will dictate the size of this report. You can see that this report is actually across 3 different pages, letting me know how my rates tiering setup is built inside the rate wizard. So that was the rate template tiering report. Now, another type of report that you may want to take a look at if you're using the base rate method to update your rate amounts, you can take a look at the rate template without having to actually open up the rate itself. So if you click rate templates, and in this example, I'm just going to use the best available rate, the one that we've been working with so far in the demonstrations. Or you can actually show the rate templates for all rates or multiple rates, depending on which ones you're selecting here. I'm just going to look at the best available rate first and click print. In this example, this is going to show me what the rate grid is set up as, or the rate template. So here I can see the rate template grid information is displayed on screen. Another helpful thing that I can see regarding this rate plan, specifically the best available rate, is that this will let me know how the rate is distributed. So I can see it's distributed through the Hotel Direct, online, and GDS channels. I can also see what client types are attached or associated with this rate based off of those different distribution channels. And I can also see if there's any corporate accounts associated with this rate plan. So quite a lot of information can be gleaned from this rate template report. Now, when you're working with any GDS rates, and you want to see which rates are linked and how they're linked, you can access the GDS rate linkings report. This one is actually going to show you by connectivity partner. So let me just zoom in a little bit further here. I can see that these are the rates that are connected to my SiteMinder platform, and it will also report per room type. So for my DK room type, the GDS rate that I have connected is my best available rate. I have a package GDS rate, and I have some Expedia rates as well. So depending on how many rate plans you're managing on this connectivity partner platform, those will be listed per room type on this report. This is just a demo database, so I just have a short 2-page report here, but this report could get quite long depending on how many rates and how many room types you have linked and distributed to the GDS. The last one is my rate plan audit. This report does give you the option to export directly to CSV. When you click this report, this one is going to show you all of the rate plans that are built inside the Rate Wizard, and it's going to show each rate plan. So here's the best available rate. It's going to show you your rate template code. The code is associated with the rate plan. It will also show you how that rate is distributed per room type. So you may have some room types that are only available Hotel Direct and not available on through the hotel website or GDS. This report will give that level of detail if needed. Now, this report can be quite long, especially if you have many types of rates built in the Rate Wizard. This example here in the demo database, you can see it's almost 50 pages long, but it does give quite a bit of detail. This report, you may not use it as often because it is so large, but it can be helpful reference if you are doing an audit, a yearly audit or some sort of semi-annual audit of all of your rate plans.